Good morning. Happy Monday. Welcome, October. One of my absolutely favorite months of the year. The weather is like perfect. It's like equal leverage in the light department, light in the morning at the same time, dark in the afternoon at the same time. Really, really love October. This is the weather and the climate I pray for. I love this season. I love the fall. Just saying, just saying. Hi, I'm Jan from New York City. I truly love helping people like you keep some more of their own hard earned money. And today I'm going to continue what I did last Monday. And I spoke about ways that I choose to live below my means. Number one, I make a funny, challenging game out of it, like a fun, not funny, humorous, but a fun, challenging game out of it. I'm not so, I regard this as an important thing to do, but I also treat this as a fun self challenge. Can I improve myself since last month? What could I do to make it better? I don't beat myself up in case it doesn't work out, but 99% of the time it does work out. And at the end of the month, I have a big smile on my face because I succeeded. So by choosing to make a little bit of a sport about managing my money, I make a fun challenge out of it, and it works. Next, I have close, like minded friends when it comes to frugality. We all get the it factor, we all understand. We may decide to go somewhere where it's just about like talking to each other somewhere outside or visiting, having a cup of coffee at each other's home type thing. We're not under pressure to go to expensive places, things of that nature, or we'll have a potluck get together, or we'll even consider playing bingo, stockpile bingo, and I told you about that, and that's a lot of fun. So when you have like-minded friends in the frugality world, it takes a lot of pressure off. It really, really does. I don't want to live in a situation where, people judge you because you're not wearing the most trendiest styles and so on and so forth. We just rather have security and just live life peacefully in that manner. So for me, I choose friends that are mainly frugal minded. Just saying, just saying. Next, I do choose to buy decent quality clothes, but I do choose also to get the best possible price. Can't go wrong if you do that. So I ignore trendy colors. I like to stick to classic colors, colors that work against, I'm not against, but with my skin complexion, that, works just like nicely. Like certain colors look better on me than others. If I could get them, I get them. But if I could get a better price on something that maybe it's questionable about the color, just because I chose a color I normally won't and save a few bucks, I can learn how to live with a different color. And I do not have to stay on current trend of colors because, to be honest with you, following fads and following trends and fads come and go, and the high prices and the sticker shock can go with it and affect your budget. So, in alignment with my keeping below my means, I'm not concerned about certain things like that. To me, those things are not all that important. Next, and this is important, menu planning. Menu planning is a very effective way that I like to live within my means. And I enjoy making and freezing, and I call it manufacturing my own meals. I enjoy making and freezing my homemade meals far more than relying on other meals from outside places that I might not even like the taste of. I don't know. I'm kind of fussy that way. Therefore, I do take a greater pleasure in cooking my own meals. I know exactly what's in it. I'm happy about it. But it's a great idea to make them in advance and freeze. This avoids the temptation on those busy nights, tiring days. All you have to do is take something down, heat, and eat. How easy is that? And you feel pampered and special, especially when you put them in those little individual portion control containers. You just feel like, wow, this whole little meal is mine and mine alone. I know it sounds silly. Next, I build up a grocery stockpile. I look at it as a food investment. Yes, I definitely do that. And again, I view this as a fun challenge. Building up your grocery stockpile for a better price is always fun. There's a sense of personal self satisfaction for making the effort, for learning the prices, for getting what your family actually eats and enjoys. This is key. This is important. And to slowly build it up. And you walk by and say, hey, I feel a little bit more food secure. That is a good plan B for when funds are low, for when expenses change out of nowhere, just like that. And perhaps you get to not have to go grocery shopping for food for quite some time. This is definitely a savings in and of itself, not to mention the peace of mind that it gives. Next, shopping locally on foot or online reduces my need to spend on transportation. Lots of people have to spend a lot of money, a ton of money on transportation. Fortunately, in my case, I live in a great big old city with a lot of stores all over the place. Some of them are very expensive, so I have to take my time, but I check online to see what certain prices are, and I know where to go for certain things and where not to go for certain things. But certainly, shopping on foot is a lot cheaper than having to spend on transportation. Even if you take the subway, that still costs $2.75 one way. It all adds up. But to avoid that, walking on foot or ordering online can really, really help in that arena of the transportation. All these little steps help us keep within or below our means. Next, and this is really, really important. So I'm going to stay on point for this last point. I do not focus on things, but I much rather focus on the experience of a situation. Just like going back to that stockpile bingo. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I've done this before a few times, and it's a fun thing to do. Purchase a simple bingo game, and you can invite your friends or neighbors or family every once in a while. Instead of having a fancy party, you can have a gathering of friends and have a good laugh. And what can you do? The prizes for the bingo games for each game is a stockpile item of groceries. Some canned goods or some macaroni and cheese or a box of something or other, or cake mix or whatever. And everybody that is coming over brings one to two items. It is such a fun thing to do. And you could also have a big, fancy quote, end of quote, jackpot prize, the very, very excellent one. And you can make a small little grocery basket. How fun is that? Doing fun things with your friends, with your family, does not have to cost so much money. It is not about the dollar cost, it is about the experience. And to tell you the truth, everything I mentioned is a great experience, and I could add it to my fun challenge. I'm still having fun, but I'm still living well below my means. In the meantime, this has been Jan from New York City. Thank you so much for viewing. Until the next time, have a great day.